Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's good to be here and I hope you're doing well. Happy holidays to you. We're gonna get into some more Terracards trouble today on version 1.2.7.1, and we will be playing with a certain restriction in place. And this restriction really does impact me because you folks know how I roll. And how I roll is, of course, going early sunflower and using that as my means of essentially energy and water production all until endgame, right? Well, in this particular run, we are not going to use sunflower. I'm going to restrict myself from using that card at all. And yeah, it's kind of a low impact thing because there are definite other ways to make a build without sunflower and to get energy and water and all that good stuff without the sunflower blue wheat combo. But for me, it's particularly impactful because I'm essentially using sunflowers in every single run, and I'm just gonna try to mix it up here a little bit. So that is the goal for today. I want to see if I can try to maybe feature the penguin card as well. I don't know, it depends on what we're given, of course, but the penguin does seem very strong, and it would be cool to feature that in a build. See if we can build an empire of fish. That's right. That being said, if you are new here to the channel, please like and subscribe. Just reached 100 subscribers on the channel thanks to this wonderful community here. And if you're interested in joining this wonderful community, we'd be happy to have you. So please consider subscribing if you so choose to. And thank you. Alright, let's get a nice little corn island going on here. We do want to keep an eye out for a water solution. Now, an obvious water solution is the watery tree. Can't go sunflower there, so let's just take a look. Let's see if we can get, some wheat. Some wheat's decent. We'll take some wheat. But like I said, we want to watch for a water solution here, just due to the water, just due to how intense the water cost is on the corn, I should say. So we're going to find ourselves at a deficit, so we desperately need a water solution. A water chicken would do that. We do have the corn. So why don't we go ahead and grab some water chickens here, and we can do this. Let's expand one. Like so. Actually, let's just throw the water chickens right here. I think this is a good spot for them. They don't really do much beyond just help with our water deficit, which is just fine. It's just fine. It's going to get us over the top, and it'll be a nice little water chicken fence for the future here. Let's also get down another water well just to continue to stack that water. So blue wheat still is in play, but it's not really the best choice unless you pair it with the sunflower, right? So we're going to sort of roll by that. We'll go ahead and take the watery tree. Of course, we'll take the watery tree. There's not really a question about that. So let's just continue to expand our wheat downward here and see what we can kind of come up with. So if we're not putting it on a island with blue wheat and sunflowers, where is a good spot for the watery tree? Well, you want to target an island that has good production. So if I would have kept the spot open here, that would have been a good spot. So we'll have to see what we can do maybe with this wheat island we have coming up here. Just regular chickens. Let's go rabbits. I feel like I don't really use rabbits too often, so let's go ahead and do some rabbits. And then I'll keep an eye out for carrots because the rabbits go well with carrots. And then we get bunny-like carrot as well. I think the game is kind of setting us up for success here with a rabbit build. So let's go ahead and take that. And I think we just transition hard into rabbits here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's grab a mill first, though, given that we have such high volume of wheat on the farm so far. And just continue playing our corn. Let's get our water chicken on the board as well. So we're gonna need carrots. If we have rabbits, we obviously need carrots. So I'm gonna grab some medium fences to get a nice sturdy fence of rabbits. And we'll continue to keep our eye out for carrots, of course. So let's add our medium fence there and start getting our rabbits in place. Another mill, we don't need that. Watery tree, yep, we'll grab that. And let's start getting our rabbits in place. Maybe that will kind of evoke the game to give us some carrots. Let's get a watery tree down right here. Not the most ideal spot for it, but that's going to be okay. Every little bit helps here. So ideally what you want to do is... So the rabbit itself, if we take a look at it, +2 production and +1 water cost to every carrot on adjacent islands. So we want to just surround it with carrots for sure. Then I think a good and sensible play here would be to try to get... Maybe there's a way we can utilize our cow and yogurt as well. So if we get a small fence, let's get a cow in there as well. Do have some popsicles here. I'd rather have some carrots for sure. We also do have an opportunity at more wheat. We could go fuel peanuts to get our fuel solution and start milling some flour. Why don't we go wheat here? Just so we can continue to fill out this island and get that water boost from the watery tree. Water well, sunflower, fuel corn. This will be our fuel solution, the fuel corn. I don't mind that at all. So let's actually hold on to our watery tree there. And we can sort of... I mean, we could go... Let's go right here with some more wheat. We'll be milling that as soon as we can. And let's throw a fuel corn island right here as well. That will put us neutral for fuel and now in the positive for fuel. So you'll love to see that, folks. And we do get the carrots here. That's great. I'm kind of waiting for the carrots. And we're going to throw them right here. It's going to give this bunny a production bonus. It also gives the carrots a production bonus. So they're very symbiotic, right? Giant carrot. I mean, I think if we're going to go into carrots, the giant carrot would be a really good solution. +1 production for every carrot produced in a 2-island range. Yeah, we'll take that. So this is, the 2-island range is like this little diamond shape, right? So I think if we go giant carrot right in the middle here, that's a really strong spot. Especially if we plan to kind of surround some carrots in. So let's plan on that, and then a watery tree is going to go real well with the giant carrot too. So we can potentially look at that as well. Peanut Fest. We do have field grapes here. I'm going to go Peanut Fest. Maybe we can work in some peanuts. Another kind of less often used crop, at least as far as my experience goes so far. So we notice that the water cost is kind of creeping up big time on these carrots. So we could throw our watery tree right here. And what this is going to do is it's going to translate the 73 production of the giant carrot directly into water for us. And that's what you want to see. More carrots, don't mind if I do. In fact, we could double up on that. Why don't we double up on that? Alright, so let's think about this here for a moment. If we want to get carrot yogurt, need a grater right here, and if we have a grater right here, well, we have our bunnies right here, so we're going to continue to just throw the carrots adjacent to our rabbits. Giant sunflower is not going to do us much good in this one. We do get the penguin here. I'll take the penguin. We need a lot really before we can get a penguin build off the ground, but that's going to be alright. We're going to just hold it in our hands. We're going to wait for a lake. We're going to wait for a fisherman's hut. Another giant carrot. This would be a good one as well. Let's grab the second giant carrot and let's throw it right here on this island. It's going to go really well. $184, so you know it is. It's playing off this. If we get more carrots here, it'll play off that as well. All good things for sure. Alright, we are milling some wheat. So we do go into the fermenter, which is important for yogurt, but we do get the lake here. I think the lake is important, so we're going to grab the lake and see if we can't get something to happen with the lake here. So let's expand 2 out this way and drop a lake right here. Let's get a penguin in place. 128 production when there's nothing surrounding them. Just really stellar production for sure. So you love to see that. The question is, do they produce? I don't believe they will. Nope. So they're going to need a fisherman's hut before they're able to produce. So we'll have to keep our eyes open for a fisherman's hut for sure, which we certainly will. Let's get another watery tree down right there. I think it's a strong spot for it. And let's grab more penguins because they are available to us. Alright, we do get a melter. I think a melter's an important building to add to our colony here. I believe it takes fuel. I was thinking it took electricity for a moment. It takes fuel, so we'll go ahead and grab that. And we'll just expand it right there to go with our corn. It's a really strong spot for a melter. Gives us nice fuel with the field corn. And then of course we do make popcorn as well. And if there is a future popcorn buff that we can get, it's going to go really well. This corn is producing very well. Although this corn isn't doing so hot, is it? Alright. Water cow. No. Melter fuel peanut. Olive tree is an interesting choice. I mean, could we set up a little artisan bread production down here with the olive tree? I think we could probably do that. So why don't we grab the olive tree? We have cow deluge, flush, and going wide. I mean, I don't really plan on doing too much with cows in this one. Flush isn't really going to help us. It's almost too early in the game to get flush. I'll go with cow deluge. It does hurt our water costs a little bit, but it's going to help ensure that the cows we have on the board are nice and mighty. So as far as a production chain for olive oil and the like, I think what we can do is we can expand here and here. Put our olives right here, get our crusher. Either that or we can just crush. I suppose we can just crush the olives on the same island. So then they have to go to a centrifuge and then the ager with the dough. What we want is we want the mill. Let me take another look at that again. So the important call out here is to have, so for the dough is kind of finicky because the flour also goes into a melter, right? Which is usually incorporated with builds like this, although we don't have one presently. But you need to have the mill and the fermenter on the same island to make the dough. Otherwise, you'll find yourself making tortillas or something crazy like that. So I think it is safe to actually have an island of olive trees right here. and we can get a crusher in place as soon as the game allows. We call that the RNG, of course. More carrots, yep, you betcha. So we'll go some more carrots here. We'll be able to drop those in right here. First, let's fill up this island here. Okay, looking good. Throw down some more carrots. We do get a water tank here. That's a good structure for some carrot production for sure. I think the water tank's going to go really well. So we're going to take that, and we're going to run with it, folks. So let's throw that down here. Gets just a monstrous boost to carrot production. You'll love to see it. And it also goes well with our giant carrots too. Getting all kinds of fun production chains going on here. Got a penguin expansion going off to the left there. Haven't created a single unit of energy and have not selected a single card of sunflower either. We are restricted from using the sunflower in this one, of course. And it kind of hurts my soul just a little bit, not gonna lie. So let's get some more olive oil here. I like the idea of just going in on olive oil. We can grab a water tank. That'll really help boost the production of anything any island it's on. It does wonders. It takes one producing olive tree and it boosts it up to 21, which is insane. Does not increase the water cost. In fact, it gives you water. Really, really strong card. I really like the water tank. Let's go ahead and add more corn at this time. It is a nice staple crop for us. It's dependable, and we need it to sort of fill out some of our islands here. So that adjacency bonus here gives it plus 10. So we're going to go ahead and fill out this island as well. Crabs, more penguins. I mean, crabs do go with our penguins pretty well. But for that, you need some chicken, and I don't really feel like dealing with that in this one. So we can certainly grab more penguin, but we're keeping our eye out for the fisherman hut. We really are. So let's grab more penguin. I like the idea of grabbing the penguin when it's available. In fact, let's expand here and add another lake. The tax mana cometh, and look at this, we do get the popcorn buff, which is going to be great. That's going to further boost our animals, and all they have to do is get some of this nice popcorn we have going. It should make a big difference. We did get the peanut buff. I mean, we could work in some peanuts as well. We certainly could. That's something that we could do. Diversify our crop load a little bit. Let's go ahead and do that. So why don't we go with more corn right here. It's not going to make popcorn, but it will help buff these islands. Once we get there, of course. Let's add another island here, and we will start our peanut production here. These peanuts are producing pretty good. We do get the cutter. So let's go ahead and take the cutter. Can start grading up some carrots once we have the energy solution that we're going to find ourselves needing now. So the cutter right here is a good location. So let's throw it there. We're starting to make some money with that popcorn buff, if you notice. We're actually starting to produce fish now. That's very curious. I can't explain that one. That one's a hard one to explain. A female rabbit, yep, you betcha. We're gonna grab that. That's a really important card for us to have. Because that'll effectively give us a card of the cheapest rabbit. That isn't itself, of course. So we're gonna hold... let's hold this female rabbit for now. I think we're okay just getting one rabbit per turn. Let's get an energy solution here as well. Popsicle soy. Fermenter. We do need a fermenter. We'll take the fermenter while it's there. So if we're going to go into carrot yogurt production on the center island here, we're going to need a fermenter down for sure. And furthermore, if we're going to get some artisan bread production, we're going to need that as well. So let's expand downward here. And let's throw the fermenter. We want the fermenter. Okay, let's actually throw it here. That'll be the island with our centrifuge. Grapes, I don't really see those as part of our kit, but the crusher definitely is. So we'll put that right here, and we're going to be starting to be able to crush some olives. We do need some energy here, folks, and this is what we kind of lose without the sunflower, right? So what is my solution for this? We're going to figure it out. I suppose my solution for the interim is just to ignore it. Definitely not ignoring it. I feel like I have to take the lake card, right? Ah, never mind. I see what's happening with the penguins now. So what's happening is the popcorn is actually being fed to them as their food source, not the fish. So with the popcorn buff, you actually don't even need a fisherman hut. So we can scratch that one off the list. We don't need it. They're eating popcorn. They're actually producing a ton more fish. I mean, look at this mighty production here. 22k in just fish. About half of our economy. A little less, but about half. And let's see here. Is there an opportunity per animal? +1 production. I like that idea for right here. Energy spring. Nope, I don't like that. Weed expansion. Let's go gluttonous feast. We do have a lot of animals. I think a crab collector is a good spot right here. We can add some more animals in this fence here to really help kind of boost that production. And we need energy, folks. Fuel cow. It's not going to do very well for us. More penguins. Yeah, you bet. We'll take more penguins. It's not critical that we have our energy solved right here on this turn, but it's definitely something that we need to get solved. So why don't we add another rabbit there? Melter. What's a melter going to do for us here? It's key for sugar cane. Also key for scalded milk, which creates butter. We do need sugar cane if we're going to get artisan bread. So let's go ahead and grab the melter as kind of a future play here. And let's build Bunnytopia here, producing a mighty 37 per turn. You love to see that, folks. Giant carrot. I think we have a play for a giant carrot for sure. And we're going to go ahead and add some rabbits right here to prop up the crab collector once we get it operational. And that'll in turn help boost our corn plants. So you love to see that too. So why don't we add some more bunnies here as well? I think it just makes sense. Let's go with the giant carrot here to kick off this island as well. Giant carrot with a mighty 555 production. Carrot's pretty strong in their own right too. So what I don't want to do, I don't really want to have our mill kick our flour to a melter. I think we're a little far off yet before we can really build out our artisan bread production there. So we're going to ignore it for now. Watery tree, don't really need it. We need an energy solution. A good energy solution is definitely an electric carrot. So if adjacent to a rabbit, so here you go. Here is your energy solution right here, folks. So we're going to go ahead and pump this island full of these electric carrots, and look at that. Just a pretty crazy energy production out of 5 simple electric carrots. So that right there is our energy solution without question. Lake, we could go more carrots here. Let's go lake. Let's go lake. I'm liking what we have going on with our penguins up here. Throw that electric carrot right there first. And let's just double expand and let's drop in our lakes. Let's get a nice grid. This is going to really help boost this central penguin right there. Just have to get more of them, of course. Looking for rabbit apprentice. Here's a mixer. So the mixer is going to be important for our future carrot yogurt production. Although, I must admit, the pasteurizer has eluded us so far, hasn't it? Let's grab the mixer. I feel like it's a good opportunity to get the mixer. We'll go ahead and throw that here. Put us in a good future spot once we get that pasteurizer. Looking for a fence as well. A bird nest. Could grab some more peanuts, certainly. Need another crusher really to get those to work. Let's roll by that actually. Transport tube, let's think about this for a second. So we have a bunch of carrots happening, right? That will prevent us from going medium fence. There's a medium fence here, so it's kind of walled in, isn't it? Yeah, it's kind of walled in. Okay, yeah, we don't really need to worry about that. Here's a crusher. This is, of course, good for peanuts. Another mixer here as well. And we kind of have what we need with the mixer. So let's go ahead and grab 2 more crushers. And you betcha we'll grab Home Sweet Home all day. That's a perfect one for us to get with our current build for sure. So for the crusher, let's go like so. Let's put it right here. And we can just surround it with peanuts like so. And we can actually just throw a melter down right here as well. Now we'll get some peanut butter production. And we have a crusher in our hand for the future as well. Female rabbit. Do we need another female rabbit? Not really. Although we do have Home Sweet Home and it's a good source of rabbit cards. But I think we can pass on that pretty safely. Another cutter. Do we need that? No, we don't, but we do need this medium fence here. So let's go ahead and grab the medium fence. Whoops, I gotta make sure I play my rabbits. Let's throw down the medium fence right here. It's gonna be a solid spot for it. And let's see what the crab collector's doing. Look at this. Is that... That couldn't be... That's not... No, it's 21. Okay, 21. Okay. It's 21, but it's also doing a great job with the 35 carrots here. And as we add more rabbits to this fence right here, it's only going to increase it more, you see? Pasteurizer. Alright, we do get our pasteurizer. That's tremendous. So now we can start getting some yogurt. And actually, we should be making carrot yogurt. There we go, there's our carrot yogurt production. Let's get a little scope on making 70 units of it for 9K. I mean, we'll definitely take it. could certainly do worse than that. Easter Bunny, I mean, it is part of the bunny kit, right? But I think we're okay not using the Easter Bunny in this one. It just destroys the game. +5 production to adjacent island crops. Let's stick with our rabbit theme here, and let's just grab more rabbits. That's that sound that plays when you play a rabbit. It's kind of funny, not gonna lie. More corn? Do we need more corn? I mean, could we use more corn? The answer is of course yes. Is it critical to our success? No. But we can grab it. Let's go ahead and grab it. We can get another corn island. Well, how about we fill out the one that we have here? And continue to play bunnies. And just keep on playing them. Very, very strong build, the rabbit and carrot build. Once you kind of get it off the ground. We have 4 lakes. And are we even going to get enough penguins to play 4 lakes? We're going to take it because I feel like you don't see 4 lakes too often. So we're definitely going to grab that. And then it should enable us to just go absolutely nuclear with our fish production. But we have to get there first, folks. A lot still has to kind of go right. But what you want to do is you just want to build a grid of these things. All the centralized ones just get an insane buff. So we're going to just keep on keeping on there and take penguins whenever we see them. Let's go with another corn island right here. And just keep pumping up the fuel, baby. Let's get our rabbits in play here first before I forget. And let's go lake here and lake here as well. Don't mind if I do. We're at $5 million on day 137. And we have a pretty diverse production. We just do. And that's good. Alright, Scarecrow here. So +5 production to crops on the same island. I mean, we do have an open spot right here. We have an open spot right here. These are contributing to our carrot production, right? Our carrot yogurt production, I should say. So why don't we go ahead and do that? We have an open spot there for another cow. So we'll play that there. And we could probably grab a few more cows, actually. Just to fill out that fence there to get more yogurt production, ultimately. I have a suspicion that... Yeah, see, we have plenty of leftover carrots, so we're producing plenty of carrots. But we're not producing enough milk to really maximize our carrot production for the carrot yogurt, but we're still doing good. So let's throw our totem right here to get a nice production boost to our carrots a little further. And just keep playing our rabbits to get an insane production. Right, veganism, that's not going to go well. Tropical soil. Yeah, we'll go tropical soil. We have plenty of water. Although you saw our water reserve sort of dip sharply there. That was to be expected. But we're producing a whopping 19,000 rabbit's feet per turn and 20,000 fish. Another crap collector. Yep, that was one of the cards that I was waiting for. So we're going to go ahead and grab that. And we're going to get that in play right here. And this will just skyrocket this production even further. All adjacent crops. You add in a little sprinkle of that tropical soil. And we're sitting pretty here, folks. Now, could go bunny here and just fill this out. I mean, we could do that. We could also go more cows there. Why don't I play the bunny? It just makes sense. What am I waiting on cows for? The fermenter, we've already got that. It's in place, it's installed, it's looking good. Sugarcane here, so this is something that we need. So we're gonna grab some sugarcane, and we need a juicer set up as well. So we can go sugarcane next to this adjacent structure to give it a bonus. And we'll start getting some sugarcane production here, which is pivotal to our bread production. Artisan bread production, I should say, that there is a difference. Fancy bread, you know? We like our fancy bread. We got Bunny Dracula. How does Bunny Dracula kind of play into this whole thing? Plus 5 production per withered carrot in a 2-island range. I mean, do we... Actually, all of our fence space is full, but that would be interesting to play around, like solely play around with Bunny Dracula. It's not really a dependable card to get, though. That's kind of the problem. Let's grab a barn. The barn's going to go really well with our very full fences of animals. So let's do that. So this is going to double the production, right? Let me see here real quick. So it's just per animal. It doesn't matter what they're producing. Got it. Alright, so let's throw the barn right here then. There's no water cost to them anyways, so it's just free economy. You love to see that, folks. Mill giant carrot. I mean, a giant carrot, if we had a spot for it, would always be welcomed. Maybe we could just pop it right here in the center. Although I don't know if that's actually possible. Because it takes 2. Yeah, so there's only 1 spot there. Unfortunately, there's no room for our giant carrot. So we're going to have to pass on it. We do get more carrots here. There's not really a spot for them. We kind of have our carrots. I mean, I suppose you could throw it right here. That's not going to do much good. A crap collector would do well here as well. So let's just pass on that and go peanut. Could also use some more wheat to just kind of fill out these islands. Or maybe we take wheat expansion if the opportunity presents itself. We'll have to see what happens. We can get more peanut. We do have Peanut Fest. It makes sense. More sugarcane, you betcha. We'll take that and run with it. The Easter Bunny, I really only take the Easter Bunny in certain select playthroughs. I mean, it really is that powerful that it just destroys the game. It really does. As soon as you play the Easter Bunny, like in even a halfway decent position, it will make you more money. And it'll carry you easily to day 200 without a threat at all. And I feel like we've done that. Like, we'll take this to day 200 easily. With a very diverse resource base here. Including fish, rabbit's feet, carrot yogurt. Got some popcorn, right? Olive paste. We're rocking out 500k a turn. And we have a very diverse farm here. You love to see it, folks. So let's continue to just play the cards in our hand here. See if we can launch some artisan bread production. So we're going to need a centrifuge for that, of course. Our fence space is fully occupied. Don't need fuel peanuts. More penguins? You betcha. We'll take more penguins for sure. We get Dionysian rights. I think that's the right play. Or we can screw around with flush. Nah, let's go Dionysian rights. Let's add some more penguins in this just prime real estate spot at 512. Be great to get Rabbit Apprentice, right? Because then we'll be getting penguin cards every turn. Biofuel generator. Here's another mixer. Do we need another mixer for anything? Nope. That ship has kind of sailed. Juicer, though, we do need the juicer. If we're going to make some sugar cane, we need the juicer. And then from there, it goes into the melter. And this is where we want to be careful with the melter. So I think if we go... right here with the melter, we should be okay. We should be okay. Let's take a look at what happens with our flour here. So it goes to the fermenter. That's what you want to see. So eventually we'll create raw sugar here that will also go to the fermenter, which will create dough. If we have the melter on the same island as the mill, or the fermenter away from the mill, you're going to get tortillas instead. Your flour will go to tortilla production. And when you're trying to make bread, folks, tortillas are not what you want to see. So let's go with, we could go with the silo here. I like the idea of rolling into something more impactful. Right? We're in a good enough position. We have enough cash to really kind of see if we can get something like a centrifuge right here. It's exactly what you want to see. And you can never quite escape the tortilla creation. It's hard to explain, I'm not gonna lie. But what we want here is our centrifuge. This is going to create our raw sugar, and then it's going to kick it back to the mill here. And then I believe we should be getting... Yeah, this is a good spot for the centrifuge right here. So now we're going to get olive oil. We have the dough, and the dough went into the crusher for some reason. I think that's because it's trying to make like chocolate chip cookies or something. Chocolate panettone, something of that nature. We need the ager now, is what we need. The ager is the missing link to our artisan bread empire here. So let's see if we can roll into one perhaps. A grater, medium fence, cutter, transport tube. Yeah, we'll take a crap collector, absolutely. I want to see what this island looks like maxed out. Just looking mighty. 60 corn per plant there on that island. Just wild stuff. Melter, wheat, water tank. Do we have a good spot for a water tank? Yeah, we have some good spots for a water tank. Throw another one right here, another one right here. Let's go ahead and take the water tank. So let's throw it right here. Look at that. What is that? Is that 414? No, 41. 41 per. Just massive. Massive stuff here. Alright, so we're looking for an ager. Let's get an ager. You ask and you shall receive, says the game. Thank you, Terracards. Let's get that ager in our hand and let's play it right here. This will give us our artisan bread. There we go. We got some artisan bread. 64 units of the fine fancy bread for $6,100. You love to see that, folks. Medium fences. No. Giant cow. No. Another mixer. We don't need the mixer. I mean, apple trees can help boost our cows. So let's go ahead and throw some apple trees back here. This will give us more carrot yogurt production because they will produce more overall milk to be pasteurized and turned into yogurt. So let's do that. And we can actually So these carrots are just being produced, right? Oh no, never mind. They're being cut. Okay. Cancel that then. Let's go juicer back here then. Give us a little apple juice. Just another diverse product to make here on our fine farm. The oven, is this going to do us any good at this point in the game? The answer is no. So we're not going to go with the oven. Although it's a romantic thought for sure. The refinery, do we need anything with this either? The answer is also no. King crab. Another scarecrow here. Yeah, we can go with another scarecrow, sure. Chocolate addiction, going wide for soy. Yeah, sure. Let's go wide. Why not? We're gonna get a whole bunch of soy now. Which is okay because soy can in fact be juiced into soy milk. So this is yet another product we can add to our wide array of available products. And this is just going to be something that comes every turn, so we're going to be able to fill these islands up very quickly. Cutter, scarecrow, more apple tree. Yeah, you betcha. We'll take that. Keep our eyes open for a fermenter as well. And an ager too to get some apple cider production. The apple cider is the key to making a certain special card that I kind of stumbled into. Check out my 100 subscribers special for the details on that if you haven't seen it yet, folks. It'll show you how to make a special card that does not have details in the encyclopedia on how to make it. That's all I'll say on that one for now. Now we're getting some soy milk here. Love to see that. I mean, Crusher, we already have that. I don't like re-rolling at 4 million, but goodness. Alright, more sugarcane. Yeah, let's get more sugarcane. Sure, you bet. And then what we want to do is we want to keep our eyes open for... Let's see here. Okay, soy. Into the juicer, into the fermenter. So we need the fermenter and the fridge as well, so let's keep our eyes open for that. Can add another product to our repertoire. And this island is good to just continue to fill out with our sugar cane. Just get a monstrous amount of sugar. You'll love to see that, folks. Why not? Let's diversify a little bit further. And just keep rocking it and rolling into the future here. So on down to the very opposite end of our establishment here. Alright, biofuel, no, don't need any of that. Fuel corn, I do think we actually still need some fuel corn. So we'll go ahead and grab that. I mean, it's not a very high impact play, but you see this island here is lonely. So we're going to solve that issue immediately. $3.218 mil, not a big deal for us. And we can play some more field corn here actually too. And let's just fill out these islands with soy. You see a lot of soy going in. Producing 6 with all the buffs included. Little underwhelming for sure. I did a video where I tried to break the game with soy. And I believe if I recall correctly, we took it to game end, but it just... I think I concluded that it was just like a troll crop, you know, like they're just trolling you by giving you soy, because it costs so much water and it just doesn't have great production overall. Even with buffs and other ways to sort of prop it up, it's just not doing great. So that was a little watch out for us for sure with the soy. I don't know, let me know in the comments. Have you had success with soy? I really haven't. It was hard for me to justify going soy, other than it's omnipresent once you get the going wide essence reward there. That's really the only redeeming quality about it. But I think you can comfortably ask yourself, is it even worth playing it at the water cost? I mean, soy milk's not selling great. You know, $3,600 for what? 14 times all this, right? It's just hard to justify. But given we haven't taken it to its furthest processed form yet, which is the tofu, we're probably not going to be able to do that in this one, folks, given where we're at with time. Let's see, so did we get... Yeah, we got some cocoa liquor there. And just to remind myself, what can we do with the cocoa liquor once it goes just a little bit further? Cocoa liquor here. Created in the mill, and then it goes to the mixer with refined sugar and just milk to make your chocolate mixture, which then goes to the fridge for the chocolate bar. Got it? I know a much easier way to make the chocolate bar. It's called Easter Bunny. Just go Easter Bunny and never look back for your chocolate needs. Let's just do this. Let's have our Willy Wonka's chocolate factory overseeing our soy empire of soyness. And now we're going to see what happens here when you play the chocolate factory. So it doesn't mean you automatically win. No, that's not what it means. That's not what it means. Playing the chocolate factory turns all your trees into cocoa trees. Completely tanks your water production. But it really gives you the means to create a lot of chocolate if done right. Also increases the value of your chocolate bars. But we were just kind of playing around at the end there, folks. But yeah, what do you think? I mean, I really wanted to focus more on the penguins in this one, right? We never got Rabbit Apprentice, which would have really helped us, you know, fill this out. But the penguins are mighty. They really are. Just the few penguins that we have are giving us, you know, a fifth of our income. And there's not really too many penguins in these lakes here. Obviously, the crab collector does very well. So it's definitely a card to use. The crab collector and the sugarcane go really well as well. So sugarcane gets a production bonus, you know, adjacent to structures, which these are. I like going, you know, carrot yogurt. I like playing around with the rabbits, right? The rabbits are very, very strong. When we look at these ones here with the barn, 74 rabbit's feet per turn, right? Let's just take another summary here. Let's just take another final inventory of what we're getting. I mean, 17,000 rabbit's feet for 200k, right? That's a big sum. Right up there with the fish. Popcorn's a good early game staple. I mean, just raw carrots in their own right, getting about 60k. Artisan bread is just fun to make. Cocoa liquor also fun to make. Got a little sprinkle of apple juice in there too. But that is going to wrap up the video today, folks. I do appreciate you stopping by the channel. I appreciate your viewership. Like, this community has been wonderful, has been awesome. And I really, really appreciate all the encouragement and support. It's folks like you that allow small-time creators like me to really do this, really give me the drive and the incentive and the motivation to do this. So we're building a community here, folks, and if you want to be a part of that community, I'd be more than happy to have you on board. And with that said, we'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Happy holidays. Thanks. Bye.